Yeah, this is Point Blizzy. Coming in hard and off the car. Coming with the flow, straight to the barrio. And coming with the heat to the damn street. This is PBNN, Point Black, National News. The late and the great edition. And the ghetto edition, as we see. Coming with the facts, crackbacks, the heat to the street, heat from the street, the flow from the barrio, and the boom bip to the line ass lives. This is PBNN. I said again. PBNN. Point Black National News. The late and the great edition, and the ghetto edition as well. As we see. So I hope everybody having ears on tonight. You know what I'm saying? As we run through some in the news, some hot spot news, and so on, and comments and views, and as we do. Because we see where we're seeing a lot of different changes going on in our government, a lot of turning up, different people getting the spots, and so on and so on. And now it's getting hot. We even having where they're saying that Nostradamus and these different people, how they predict what's happening right now. The only way for him to predict it is for him to be a part of it in itself. There ain't no way he predict nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not falling for that bullshit. This plan probably has been hatched many years ago as to get to this point, as to where we are now in this matter. But we're moving on to understand many things as we do. But one of the things American people cannot allow and should not allow and should never have allowed was the demon Democrats to screw up our country this bad. Even having saying 71% of the people saying that Biden could win re-election. Yeah, the 71% of the people who may be Luciferian and want to go down that same road 100 million times. And then when it finally comes to their table, all of a sudden, the same ones you screwed over is the same ones you find yourself as you come down. So, that is not funny at all. But it goes to show just who is ignorant in this matter. But we're going to bring the good and the bad news regardless of what anyone says, because the news is not biased. It should be news that brings information and not talking about misinformation, disinformation, such as Obama and Donkey Bush Jr. is running around talking about misinformation. Yeah, because you want to keep the people confused as to what is really going on and may be on the up and up of focus on their behinds. They want to be able to just tell everybody how to think, because that's why Obama said some junk about the young people don't vote because they got better things to do. Like his brain. The young people need to start focusing more on 2023 coming up to 2024. Because it's very important when you see many things happening across the country that should not be going on in more ways than one. As we see with the greasing, you know what I mean, and so on. You know what I mean. Now we're looking at an opinion piece coming from the Hill talking about, for experts, the evidence in 2 probes compels charging Trump. Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting closer to that 2024 election. 2 reporters analyzing 2 different criminal investigations into Trump has reached a singular conclusion. There's enough evidence to bring charges on former President Trump, as we see. But the veteran prosecutor and top legal minds this week, banded together to offer an assessment of two ongoing probes, one in Georgia, examining Trump's action in state legal. Yeah, but you never examined Biden's illegal actions that went on not too long ago. And still going on. Yes, but you only examine Trump, examine the action in the state leading up to January 6th, because you faked that all the way to the fall. There's no way Trump planned all of that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Of massive confusion, even in the streets of New York City and many other cities, to the killing of so-called George Floyd. But at the same time, we do not see any of this being solely all Trump's plan. There is no way that what we saw went on in 2024 all the way up to January, there go that 6 again, you know what I'm saying, was all Trump's plan. So you're telling me Trump told him to smash and grab? You're telling me that Trump told Black Lives Matter to ride around waving his flags? You're telling me that Trump told everybody, yeah, right. So we see where we're seeing a lot of shit, even when it comes to the documents, and the same thing, because on January 6th, led by Justice Department as it explores the mishandling of sensitive government documents at Mar-a-Lago. So we see what I'm talking about? And it don't make any sense to me. I gotta get rid of this chair. And it don't make any sense to me as to how they coming up with this assumption as a charging situation on Donald J. Trump. In each, they want to say in each, the attorney found a robust case and significant legal risk for Trump, who is facing mounting trouble. He launched an early bid in 2024 presidential election. Donald Trump is facing many more legal problems than just these two probes, but the Georgia investigation of whether his election denial slipped into criminality after the 2020 election. Of course you're going to see that bullshit. But your criminality goes back to Albert Pike. And the federal investigation into whether his retention, classified, and other documents at Mar-a-Lago also crossed the criminal red line are the most threatening legal perils that he faces. No, he doesn't. You know why? Because both of them is bullshit in itself. Compared to what creepy Joe Biden and the demon Democrats that came that was in the presidency before him, this would be a Boy Scout. You know what I'm saying? Counsel for the demon Democrats in Trump's first impeachment and altered on both reports told the Hill. They represent a 1-2 punch that has the potential to finally achieve the accountability that he has so often evaded in the past. He didn't evade anything because you set him up. Because what you're telling me when we go back and we look at the fact of the criminal documents that you're talking about in a Mar-a-Lago search, like I said, you didn't search for those documents till it came up for a last minute shot. Don't give me that bullshit. I done told you before, and I'll say it again. I'm putting black. I don't play that. You were not looking for those documents for quite a while. If those documents were top secrets and you knew that Trump had those documents, you would have been on top of it no matter where he stored those documents. When Bush Donkey Jr. did his bullshit, where's the documents for 9/11 and all the shit that went on prior to 9/11, going all the way through to Tony Blair and all the bullshit back and forth with these two clowns, trumping up a war to invade Afghanistan and so on and so on, and the Middle East as a whole. So we don't see no documents of that. Where's the foreign lobbying documents of Biden's son and Biden himself and the Biden family as a whole? Foreign lobbying when he is not a president, nor he's just the president's son. So why is these sons enriching themselves to the point where you can make foreign lobbying carry out evil, satanic business in foreign lands that cause what we see today to be a war of bullshit?